this 2010 Full Throttle drag racing season, and Funny Car is shaking out to being the most exciting class. We've held our collective breath through some of the most incredible wild rides in recent memory. And the class has seen 4 different winners in the last 4 races. The Full Throttle Series provides the most thrilling racing anywhere, and Funny Car is leading the way. And the man that has made Funny Car so exciting for so many years, the 14-time champion, John Force, joins us on this NHRA race day. Good morning to you, John.
Morning.
Well, you saw the video.
Been a tough morning.
You saw the video. This is a pretty exciting class. Tough morning, though. What happened?
You don't think people watch ESPN? I made one little statement about the little baby girl, Ashley. Thank you, Eric. And I got
what was that little statement?
I was throwing down a little smack on the kid.
You said she was mean, and I've known Ashley since she was a little girl. She doesn't have a mean bone in her body,
You ought to
John.
put a camera in that Ford on the way back to the hotel going, and in the morning with that wife, with Brittany and Courtney, with Ash, it's just a total, like I am just a big old sack of poop.
Well?
And I mean, so yesterday, Dad finally stands up and says, and she's got the best hot rod out here, and my old Hudson, my Ford, my Ford Fiesta, I mean, it's struggling and barely made the show, and then I got her, so I get up a little bit of energy, thought I'd throw it out there because everybody loves Earnhardt. Well, what I learned is they love the girl a whole lot more.
She's probably going to give you a butt whooping today.
We got some good video at the far end of the racetrack early. You got some love for your daughter, though.
Yeah, I do love her, and I got to get up to fight her because it's when you're a kid, you love them. But Mike Neff said, Coyle said this morning, Bernie, let's go out there and do some damage. And you know, it's really funny. When I watch Edwards, you know, it's like God's in his corner. And the kid that whipped him yesterday, Anderson, great pro stock guy. I watched that race. I was all caught up in it. But it's like, I think the only reason Edwards, not that the other kid ain't great, I think the only time Edwards loses is when God decides I'm going to move the money over here. I mean, that's the way it seems. He just got magic.
Well, we want to go back to Bristol. It looked like you're turning the corner again. You won there in the heat, tricky track conditions, but then you come here and struggle. What happened?
Well, I got down behind the trailer and talked to God.
What did he say, John?
I said, Lord, you know I'm screwed up. You know I'm a sinner. But please let me stay in the countdown. Happy Father's Day, yes.
Well, let's take a look, John, and see what's gone on in Funny Car this year, courtesy of our timeline. Points leader, you're the man with 4 wins this season. You had none at this point a year ago.
In the most impressive sophomore season, that would go to Matt Hagan. He's 3rd in the points, scored first 2 wins of his career, and set a national ET record in Chicago.
And the wildest eyes you've ever seen in Funny Car. The most improved Robert Hight has 13 round wins, 3 wins, and 4 #1 qualifiers. More than he did at this point a year ago. That's a turnaround.
And then big names that are still winless. Ashley Capps, Cruz Tony, and Del Worsham are still looking for their first win.
Yeah, but you saw Cruz come out there in the heat.
Yeah, oh yeah, stunning.
Unbelievable.
But that Capps guy still, yes, that Capps guy, though, still unbeaten, has not found the winner's circle right now. He's standing by with Gary Gerald.
This has obviously been a bizarre weekend for Ron Capps and many of the members of this team. Years and years and years working directly alongside Ed the Ace McCullough. Still with the team, of course. But how weird is this weekend, Capsy?
It's been weird. You know, I've been through pretty much every pressure situation as a driver, and that's what you want as a driver, to go through those, you know, 4th quarter, 2 minutes left. We've been down to the wire in Pomona, down to a championship within 1 round. And this is probably the most uneasy I've felt on Friday. It was the weirdest warm-up I've ever done. Just different. Yeah. But it could be so much worse because John Medlin has blended in so well, and he's a great guy to be around. He's so excited. He's like a little kid. That we ran the 06 on Friday night, and I'm on the radio asking what it ran, and come to find out I couldn't understand it because he's jumping around excited. Just a lot of enthusiasm he brings, and you put that together with Ace, who's still hanging out here and helping. The guys have really got a bump in their step, and you know, it's great for Napa. It really is.
Well, we look forward to seeing how it all plays out in eliminations in a matter of hours.
Thank you very much, Gary Gerald. Casey Pekarik, she's back here in this massive crowd. She's from Chesterland, Ohio. You got a question for the champ. Fire away.
Yes, I do. John, good afternoon.
Hi.
What are your thoughts on the World Cup?
Ooh.
Well, number one,
Big soccer guy there.
Castro, big soccer guy. Castro's involved big in it worldwide. So I got all hopped up, jumped in to watch, and we got our butts kicked. I don't know what happened. So, you know, it was, boy, I don't understand 1 point or 2 points. You know, and it's just a different world. I got to learn more about it. But boy, it's international media, so it's great. And back to me. No, I got to tell you. Quick.
That's the toughest thing to do in this entire business is keeping this guy corralled. Keep rolling, John.
Competition is going to be brutal today. It's going to be tires smoking, 90-degree heat. It's going to be some drag racing. Higgins out there, he's hopped up. Robert just wants to win so bad. Cruz running, Tony Petragon, Caps. You know, with all the stuff that's happening, it's going to be great, funny car racing.
So many questions to ask that never got to. Right now, we got to turn in the stat guy.
Thanks, Dave. We'll have some stats about John Force racing from the bum spot. Only the 3rd time in his career, plus the Fram email report, and a whole lot more coming up next on NHRA Race Day.
You know, John Force never even gave us a chance to ask him about being the number 16 qualifier, but that is why we have Stat Guy.
Thanks, Dave. And 2 prior starts from the bum spot, 28 years ago at Gainesville and 31 years ago at Columbus. Both times he upset the higher qualified driver, former top fuel racer Bobby Hilton at Gainesville. And check this name out, Kenny Burnson at Columbus. There you go.
Can he beat his daughter today, do you think?
Oh, he's got a shot at it, but Ash's got a very good race car. It's going to be a good race.
Thank you very much for the Buckeyes. Thank you,